is exactly what's wrong with the towns of this province. No hospitality. You aren't allowed to sample the goods. How do you know if you want to buy them? We don't mean any harm. We're here to protect you. That's why we've been sent here. Now, the fact that you ran from us must mean you've got something to hide. Are you hiding something? Maybe we need to search you.
Why don't you bastard Romans go home?
It's because of people like you we have to be here. People who fail to respect the authority of Rome.
May your children be eaten by better brewers.
Romans!
Are you her boyfriend? You look more like her sister to me.
See, I told you this town would be interesting.
Maybe you should tell him you like being with us. He should mind his own business.
That's not very sporting.
Maybe you should consider another way, my friend.
You should leave.
Word of advice. One cannot always count on divine providence in matters such as these. It is best not to start a fight you cannot win.
Who said I wasn't going to win?
In my experience, the man lying bleeding on the ground, weaponless and surrounded by soldiers, is rarely the victor.
But not you.
No. Not today.
Who are you?
It is of no matter.
You a soldier? Former gladiator, perhaps? Will you train me? To do what you just did? To fight?
If you wish to truly live in peace, you must forgive your tormentors.
Forgiving the Romans is something I can never do.
Lusitania may be far from Rome, but we still live under Roman law, and Romans are everywhere. If you cannot accept that, prepare for a life of pain. Cannot help you.
Get to the meat of it, Kaiser.
There was a disagreement.
Well, I would hope this was not the result of an agreement.
It was a simple fight in a tavern, sir. Men letting off steam.
May I ask the cause of said disagreement?
It's not worthy of your time, sir. It was a woman, sir. A question of honor.
I heard no report of a disturbance.
This watering hole is rather off-site, sir. We shouldn't have frequented.
No, you shouldn't.
We gave more than we got, sir. I can assure you, the odds were not in our favor. Yet we prevailed.
Well, I would hope so. We wouldn't want the locals to think our men weak, now would we?
No, sir. They will not have been left with that impression. I can assure you.
Dismissed. Can I find fault in Rome for the quality of soldier assigned our garrison? Does not the medicine match the disease? Which may be so. We're far from Rome. Our borders are thin. Yet is it not an oversight, leaving the edges of empire to a fighting force so weak and undisciplined? No man with less experience would say, apply more discipline, more rigorous training, but I tell you, this tactic will not work. Rome needs to send us a higher quality of soldier.
I have requested that at your insistence several times, sir.
I know. The silence from Rome speaks loudly.
Nero busies himself.
With his concubines, his games, and his orgies.
Maybe a gift would be in order. A tribute from our province that would remind Rome of our value.
What do we have here that they do not already possess in Rome?
We have court, we are near to the sea, and we possess a bounty of foodstuff that Rome could only dream of.
We are talking about Nero. This Caesar and his fight over a woman's given me an idea. We send women, huh? Fresh concubines for Nero? If we make inquiries, I'm sure we can find some among the locals that will please him. Untouched, unspoiled.
Would this not cause a disturbance amongst the locals?
Well, if we take from the lower ranks, pay them well enough, it'll lessen the disturbance.
I see.
If our gift finds favor with Nero, he'll be more open to sending us a higher caliber of soldier.
How on earth can you show up at such a fine establishment looking as such, Adrian?
Well, at least I have an excuse. What's yours, Caius? Been sleeping with your sheep again?
Well, at least I have an occupation, Adrian.
Oh, no. My ambitions are higher than mere survival.
From the looks of it, survival should be your worry.
It's probably a sisterly cheer.
No. Believe me, if it was her, these wounds would be much, much worse.
Yes.
You've had too many.
I think you'll find what you're looking for. The village down by the river. They're straight from the Azores. Refugees. And you can have your pick of the lot. Now, is it something you want us to take care of? Or will your boys be doing it?
There will be coin in it if you can be discreet.
Well, they don't come to me looking for a big show now, do they?
For expenses to start, the rest on delivery. These women are destined to be concubines for the Emperor Nero.
It will be so.
There's trouble ahead.
Well, what is it?
Sergius and the Romans are plotting something, but we need to stop it.
Go on.
The other day, I met a sort of sellsword.
No, we can deal with this ourselves, Adrian.
No, he's no ordinary mercenary, but I may need a bit of coin from each of you. Where are you?
Excuse me. May I help you?
I've no money to pay you.
Do not seek payment. I need to pass the time in conversation.
Well, go on then.
I'm looking for someone. He's not too young, but not as old as yourself. He's 17 stone, carries a staff, although I don't think he needs it.
Could be. The folks live out here because they don't want interference with outsiders.
I only wish to tend thanks and to offer him a job.
Well, you may find him up that way.
Thank you. You might think it a coincidence that we meet on this trail, but I can confirm it is not.
Ah, so you left the town and made for safer climes.
I wish.
I told you before that I will not train you. That path will only lead to pain.
I wish to offer you a job.
I respectfully decline.
You haven't heard the offer yet.
From my experience, when a man of no apparent means offers a job, it is one rarely worthy of consideration.
Hear me out.
The Romans are planning to capture slaves for Nero's concubines. These people are not choosing this upon their own free will, nor were they born into slavery. They're being stolen, and that I cannot abide. Will you join me in my efforts to stop this offense?
If one were to intercede in every injustice that occurred in the world, one would toil from dusk until dawn. It would turn one's heart as black as the coal from a fire. Better to tend to your own affairs.
Do you not care about the plight of the innocent?
I am curious as to what your plan would be to stop this raid.
It will not only be me, and with the cadre of those who feel as I do, who stand for the people.
And who will soon all shortly be crucified by the Romans on the outskirts of town.
If you feel as such, why did you help me the other day?
I did not do it for you. Now be on your way. And consider again choosing the path of forgiveness.
Almighty Lord, I know I have not always followed the path of righteousness. I have sinned. But you have always shown me the way. Now, I ask for your guidance once again. Since I finished my work at Calixto, I have been listening for signs as to what to do.
What's your name?
Marina.
Load 'em up. Right, open the cart.
That's it. That's enough. It's a fair week's ride to Rome. We won't have enough rations for any more.
So that's your lot then? Quick, split up!
Well, that went rather well.
I feel your gift will be rather well received, sir.
But I have a question for you, Cyprian. How come those young men who tried to interfere knew of our operation?
I just suspected they were from the refugee camp.
Were they? I got the distinct impression they were trying to sabotage our operation.
These people are merely trying to protect their loved ones.
Because if there were some kind of organized rebellion in this area, I'd want to know about it.
I find that highly unlikely, sir, but I will keep an ear to the ground.
You do that.
Romans. They took...
I know. I've been to the camp.
I want to go with you.
If you're willing to die, then get in. What weapons do you have?
I have my knife.
Keep it as a last resort. If they capture you, you can kill yourself.
What?
You can't afford to kill the Romans.
Have you seen what they've been doing?
You kill one and you have the entire legion hunting you down. Wound them, take their honor, and you might live.
Stop the cart.
Agree with me on this or I'll throw you from this chariot.
You're insane.
Never claimed otherwise. So that's your Sal's sword.
He's worth far more than we could pay him.
Yeah!
It's all clear.
This place isn't safe for you anymore. Do you have anywhere else to go?
Yes.
Pack up your things and leave before the Romans return.
All of you should leave this place. Soon. The Romans will be coming after us. It's just a matter of time.
And where would we go? This is our home. I was born on this land. We are from here and they are not. We shall not leave.
It would be better to stop fighting. As sure as the sun rises, you will die if you continue this fight.
That may be. But I must still get my revenge.
You have spirit, but you are no match for Roman soldiers. They will send out a force to seek revenge for this incident. Believe me, they will get it.
I don't care if I die. I will never stop fighting.
The warm humours rule him. It has always been so. Yet we owe him so much. We are all free men. But in status, we are but a little higher than a slave. Adrian gathered us together. He inspired us with an idea that one day the Romans would no longer rule. And that's something coming from someone who overcame so much.
What do you mean?
Adrian's an orphan. His father died when he was young. He was brought up by only his mother. She had Adrian and a little girl, Lucia. Then one day, when the Romans came to the village, they wanted to claim his mother as their prize. When she refused, they got mad and beat her to the point of death. Adrian was just a boy. Since then, he has brought up his sister all alone. That's why Adrian hates the Romans and anyone who takes advantage of the people.
Where does Adrian live?
Leave her alone! She's got nothing to do with this!
Maybe so.
Let her go and I'll come with you willingly.
Oh, you're coming with us. And so is she. She'll be heading for Nero's palace. Thanks to you.
You are a disgrace! Lower your sword and return to your barracks!
Return to our barracks. Right!
I spent 3 years in the galleys, and 6 more in the arena. I have killed men in ways you couldn't imagine. Now, if you do not lower your sword and leave, I will maim you. And then I will hunt down your family and kill them while they sleep. When I have done that, I will come back and finish your life. So choose your next move carefully.
Who are you?
To you, I am no one. It is best you forget all you know of me, and forget about this place after today.
had the matter in hand.
So I could see.
Thank you.
You may have noticed my brother is as modest as he is wise.
He does have a certain boldness about him.
My name is Lucia Bardillo.
I am Judah Ben-hur.
Are you the Ben-hur who built the Calixto catacombs of Rome? My mother spoke of visiting there.
You're Judah Ben-hur. How did this happen? Your arrival in Lusitania?
By luck and divine providence. Before my wealth was extinguished, we were able to complete the catacombs. For that I am grateful. But then a great plague of typhus spread from the Tiber. It claimed many, my wife and children among them. When I had laid them to rest, I took my horses and traveled the roads of the Empire, eventually ending up here. No one to trouble me, I thought I'd end my days in peace and solitude here.
Then I'm sorry for dragging you into all of this.
It was my decision to become involved.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Do not thank me. Thank your friend Caius. He is the one that told me where you lived. I did not come here to rescue you from Romans. I have reconsidered your offer to train you and your brothers. But there are conditions.
Of course.
Are you willing to do anything to stop the Romans?
Yes.
To die?
Yes.
Then I will train you. Both. For once we start down this road, there is no coming back. So you must both be self-sufficient. If you agree to that, then we can continue. Unpack your things.
I read how Caesar was repelled from Britannia by warriors on chariots.
Yes. A lost art. Chariots are still common in the arena, but on the battlefield, cavalry is now king.
I read how the warriors, they rode their chariots two up, one the driver, the other free to bear arms, even leaping from the chariot to attack on foot, and then running back to the safety of the chariot before his offender could attack.
She reads a lot.
Could you teach me to ride the chariot? I can ride a horse. Before our mother passed, we had many horses.
She's a good rider.
I can use a bow and a sling too.
Yep. Many a grouse and squirrel have fallen from her arrows.
There is a difference between using your bow to hunt and using it in combat. Do you think you could raise your bow against another person?
If it were a Roman, gladly.
Today you will find you have the same resources available as any combatant you will encounter. You have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head to control them. If you are successful, you will retain those attributes, although your opponents will dearly like to deprive you of them. Adrian, step forward. Engage me. Your objective is not to react to your opponent. Your goal is to anticipate the move. Good. If you are using a sword or other bladed weapon, there are a finite number of motions you can use to propagate an attack. By studying the birth of the attack, you can counter it. Attack me. If you can observe your opponent, you can anticipate their move and counter-strike. Observe, anticipate, counter-strike. Otherwise, you will be on the defensive. Any counter-attack will be off balance. You will learn the feints for every weapon and how to counter each one. Now, everybody pair up. We start with a straight thrust.
Are you telling me that you were unable to find those responsible for this incident?
Aye. That is correct, sir.
And what do you believe their motivations were?
I cannot say.
Cyprian, you haven't eared the ground here. Is this an isolated incident, or is it a symptom of some larger rebellion?
There is some civil unrest. I wouldn't call it organized. It may have been personal.
Personal? You mean this is a direct affront to my authority?
I think they...
Oh, shut up! You're confined to barracks till further notice.
I didn't mean you personally, sir. I meant the ones who did this didn't like their people taken for concubines.
Incidents of this nature cannot be tolerated. Once word gets out that Roman law can be defied, it opens the doors to sedition. We must be swift and merciless with our reprisals.
I agree.
The true measure will be how we use this affront to our advantage. But the men we have, we know, are useless in this kind of situation. Cyprian, what does one do when the knife is dull?
Sharpen it.
Yes, but if the steel is not true, it'll soon turn dull again. We need new knives, honed of tempered steel.
And where would one find such knives, as it were, sir?
With the wars winding down in Carthage, a great many experienced sellswords can be found seeking work. I don't think we need look very far at all to find our new knives.
I am Atticus, veteran of the 10th Legion, pensioned after honorable service in Gaul. I'm now free to pursue more lucrative employment.
Were you a gladiator?
I was trained at the Ludus in Rome, where I fought for my freedom. I then enlisted in the 10th Legion.
Was your retirement honorable?
It was an honor to fight alongside the many that died in the 10th. That I did not when so many did. It made me ponder my purpose.
And did you find said purpose?
Aye. To gather my brothers and sisters for future service of Rome.
I see. Gratitude, Atticus.
Aquarius.
No need to announce everyone. We've all been to the arena. Are you Sagartian?
Aye, so. I'm from Sagros. I fought and won in Rome.
Can you show me how?
A volunteer?
Gratitude. You may join us.
This is Tori, from Dacia.
A Scythian. Does he speak?
If so, we have not heard him. But he understands, and his axe speaks loudly enough.
Is he deaf?
No. It is believed that he witnessed such horrors in his youth when his village was raided that he lost the ability to speak.
And he bears no ill will towards Romans?
It was not the Romans that raided his village. It was the Budini.
Ah. The occurs.
He fought with the Romans to push back the Budinis into the dark forest, where they rot and fester. There are few others I would wish to watch my back.
Welcome, Scythian. And who might you be?
I am Valletta Reo. I trained at Collegia Iovium in Rome as a gladiatrix.
You were a slave?
I am a free woman. Daughter of Cilius Oreo, gladiator of Rome.
You were a Venatore. You killed animals in the hunt in the arena.
Yes. I also fought in the arena.
Against gladiatrices?
As is the custom.
You have fought against men.
That is not the custom in the arena. I did fight with the garrison under Lucius Caduceus at the Battle of the Turtenberg Forest. I stood side by side with Centurion. Not say for certain, but I believe most of them were men.
When the fortress fell, she was one of the ones who stayed to fight, to allow the Legion to make their escape.
It was a dark day for the Empire. You have honored Rome. Fortune has favored us, Cyprian.
This is Braga, the last of the Galati tribe, who fought so formidably that she was allowed to live on one condition. She fight in the arenas in Rome.
The Galatian spirit is well known in these parts. Perhaps a demonstration of the throwing knives. Are these a tradition amongst your people?
No, sir.
I have not seen anything like them before.
I created them myself.
Impressive. Welcome to Arcada, brother.
This is Kutu. She is from the Xianghu clan, a vast tribe of bowmen and riders that roam the vast steppe to the east of the Empire.
And how do you find it here by the sea, so far from home?
The men here bleed and die in a manner far superior to those from the province from which I come.
How so?
I would not call them weak, yet alive indoors, away from the wind and sky, makes them fall quicker to the earth.
Welcome, Kutu.
Sir, I do not mean to overstep, but we are here to find soldiers, not arena sideshow attractions.
Cyprian, your counsel is valued well, but you show your inexperience. In many far-flung regions of the Empire, women fight alongside the men. The valiant nature of such warriors has been recorded by many. If Atticus vouches for them without reservation, that is good enough for me.
As you are.
You will assemble at the 17th Legion garrison at first light. There you will receive your instructions.
Gratitude.
I did not mean to overstep, sir.
No, I've always valued you speaking your mind. So let me ask you a question. What method would you use to flush out those responsible for our troubles of late?
I would seek out Sergius. Someone in his employ must have given away our plan.
The best way to gauge someone's reaction in the future is to see how they reacted in the past. With that in mind, I propose a different strategy. One where it does not matter from whose lips the information is spilled. One where it may in fact benefit from the spilling.
In the arena, women were pitted against animals and other women. But in a real-life battle, there are no such rules. Your opponent's size or sex should not be taken lightly. Reach is an advantage, but speed and agility can overcome a larger opponent.
Yeah!
You must know where to strike, and have the presence of mind to seize that moment when presented with it.
Use your opponent's weight and momentum against them. Better.
Straight thrust. Left side strike. Right side strike. Uppercut. Downward strike. Good. Now faster. Straight thrust. Left side strike. Right side strike. Uppercut. Downward strike. Very good. Now switch roles.
I'm ready to tear the Romans apart like a wild Illyrian dog on a hare.
You speak like a Thracian, Aurelia. I'll drink Rome's blood, Darren.
Line up! You're ready to go up against the Romans.
Ready?
Yeah!
Ready? Let's see it. Are you ready? Ready?
No?
If you believe you have mastered something, you are no longer the master. You are a fool. A wise man knows his limitations, and does not pick a fight he has little chance of winning. Think on that.
So how are we doing? Exceeding your expectations?
If one could kill with mirth, you would be a champion.
Believe me, I've tried. It's just as ineffective.
You have two things going for you. You are young, and you are determined. But you are headstrong, and quick to rush into a fray. You must learn control.
When will we be ready to fight?
2, maybe 3 years of constant training. Then you might survive an encounter with a soldier of the like stationed here. And these men are not seasoned veterans. If you were to go up against a soldier from Rome, one from the campaigns, or one with gladiatorial experience, your prospects of survival would diminish rapidly.
I don't have time to sit and hide in the woods.
If you were to go up against the Romans now, it would be a conflict remembered only for its brevity.
Ah, but you didn't say who'd be the victor.
Why are you in such a rush to die?
Living under the Romans, I might as well be dead. Teach me how to ride the chariot.
Learn the basics first. Then we'll move to mounted combat.
Gather your men and your mercenaries.
Give me an hour. I'll have what you need.
That's not much. The Romans took most of the weapons from the captured province.
Iberian steel.
Roman steel. The foundation of their empire. Found in their swords and in the nails that build their fortifications. The secrets of Roman-tempered steel are what allowed them to rule over so many.
My father worked the marble mines until it was the death of him. Many of these swords were fashioned there.
Weapons such as these should be used as a last resort.
That's why we're training. To kill the Romans.
No. You have been learning how to survive.
Adrian! The Romans are in the village. They're lining up people on the wall outside town. They're hunting those responsible for foiling the raid on the river camp.
Stay here. All of you. If you wish to remain alive, refrain from following.
But these are my people!
You're not ready!
Lucia, stay behind.
I am the one you are looking for.
You alone were responsible?
I did hire some local cell swords, but they were of negligible worth. They're no longer in my employ.
You do understand that your offense is punishable by death?
Oh, I was hoping I might be rewarded with a villa in Cyprus. But I'm unfamiliar with current Roman statutes.
Good sir. I propose we save Rome the expense of a trial. And the laborious process of witnessing the machinations of justice. In our fine province, I propose trial by sword.
Sir, this is rough and unorthodox.
Silence!
But he is unarmed.
His mistake. Go ahead. Finish him.
As you wish. I told you to stay back. You should be grateful we didn't. If you want to live, leave now. You'll be killed. That may be. But if we all die, who will continue the fight?
Then you must retreat to the garrison, gather reinforcements.
You are right. I will engage the enemy while Queso will take you back to the fort.
Step aside.
We do not retreat.
You may stay and fight, but we must get the legatus back to the garrison for treatment.
I've seen many injuries in battle. This one does not look like threatening. We stay and fight.
I would think again on the consequence for disobeying a direct order from a Roman official.
Orders or no. If it were to become known that we were defeated by one man and a band of children, how often do you think I'd find myself in employ? We stay and fight, and we shall prevail. Of this I am certain.
Send a runner to the garrison, we stay and fight.
It's not worth losing everything over one life.
I want to stay and fight.
Think of your sister. Go. Get him to safety. Leave now, or your friend will have died in vain.
No, I can stay and fight.
Your death here will not be remembered. Now go!
Go! Go! Go! Executed.
What is your name?
What does it matter to you?
The body may die, yet the name may live on. Give me your name.
My name is Judah Ben-hur.
What are you waiting for? Execute him!
There is value in this name in Rome.
You're free to take the name, you shall give me his head!
This man shall not be executed today.
You dare defy me!
This man is worth far more alive than dead. Take him back to the arenas in Rome, and we will be paid tenfold what we have been paid today.
I will execute this man myself!
I did not enter this field to spill Roman blood. But I guarantee that if more blood is spilled, some of it will be Roman.
I will have your heads for this.
You will join a long list who have uttered those words.
This is insubordination. How can I abide by my
Sir,
contract?
hear me out. In this matter, prudence may be best act. Would there not be more glory in Rome for us to send this captive back to the arena, where his death can match his reputation?
That may be so. But if we let them leave, who will remain to take care of the rebels who've escaped?
Pardon, sir.
But speaking from experience, the rebels you talk of are barely men.
When your opinion is required, I will ask of it. You are in my employ. You are hired to eradicate these rebels by any means possible. The capture of one while many escape is not a task taken to completion.
I doubt you'll have much trouble finding the rest by their showing today. This one is the only one worthy of capture.
Sir, I'm confident we can capture the rest of these miscreants in short order. But there may also be a way which allows Atticus to take this Ben-hur to Rome, while at the same time draw out the rest of these rebels. If I may be so bold.
Go on.
Allow Atticus to take this Ben-hur on a road well known and seen by many as he leaves his village. That way word will get back to those who aid him. We can then set up an intercept on this known road and take them by surprise.
Very well.
On your feet.
Which is the weaker of the sexes? Is it the field from which the crop grows, or the one who merely plants the seed? Is it not a more difficult job to grow and nurture the crop for harvest than to lay a mere seed in the soil?
I think your soil has seen many seeds.
If you prefer your fruit attached, Dio, I suggest you stop speaking.
Gratitude, Atticus. I would prefer not to soil my blades. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. The weaker sex.
Tutu! You know who this is?
Please, someone whom the gods do not favor.
How about you, Veleda?
I do not know and I do not care.
I wager in Rome we'll hear a different answer to the name Ben-hur. What do you think? In times of old, your name was known from Judea to Hispania. I suspect in Rome, many will savor your death in the arena. Maybe the fates will allow you to live. It's up to the gods. Or should I say God in your case? You took to the new religion. Well, let me ask you, where's your God now? Can you not speak? The road to Rome is long and tiresome. The least you could do is show some gratitude for being saved. Entertain us with some stories of old. Were you not the galley slave that fought the Macedonians at sea in a battle to the last man? Is that not the tale of Ben-hur? The one who saved the Roman consul? Became his adoptive son? Rode the chariot in Rome in the bloody arena? Can you not speak? I could have severed your head from your body as that fool instructed. Someone with your skills may even find favor in Rome. Anything's possible. What say you, old man? What is it you ponder so seriously? Do you pray to your God for a quick death?
He's praying quiet.
What of the ambush laid by the Romans? Will that not rob us of our prize?
The answer is simple. We'll take another road. Romans will never find us.
Guys, look at me. Look at me. This is gonna hurt. 1, 2, 3. Keep it pressed. Look after her.
I will.
Tell my sister I love her.
You'll be able to tell her soon enough yourself.
Stay strong.
You'll be fine, Caius.
I did not think I would die so far from Rome.
Do not say it so, sir.
The mercenary lied, Sylvian. Promise me one thing. Take my ashes to Rome.
I will see it done, sir.
You asked earlier what I was meditating on. The question I was pondering was whether or not it was acceptable to take a life again.
I'm curious as to your answer.
I decided I could take a life. If I left the decision on whether or not to lose the life to the one whose life is taken. If you want to live, release me and leave this place. If you prefer to die, remain here. The choice is yours.
How very generous of you. Were you not such a valuable commodity, I would dismember you where you sit.
I take it you have made your decision.
Tori, stay here. Guard Ben-hur. Everyone else, come with me.
we still take him alive?
No.
The horses are backwards. The horses are backwards!
They look like they're facing the right way to me.
Oh, they're on the wrong side. This one's used to being on the left and that one on the right.
Is that a big problem?
Let's hope we don't have to make any sharp turns.
Since when do horses have sight?
If you'd listened in training...
I was listening! And I specifically remember nothing about horses having sight!
And another thing, I told you to stay out of this!
Yeah, well, it's a little late for that! And a thanks would be nice!
Thanks!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah! How many?
3! Coming up fast!
Not yet! Wait till they're in range!
Go, after them.
wench must not mean anything to you, if you are so quick to see her die. If you want her to live, be smart. Surrender your weapons. None of you have any value. I'm looking for Ben-hur.
Whoa!
If I were to hand Ben-hur over to you, I'd be dead anyway. So be it.
What is your name? Tell it to the oarsman.
Press this one here.
she gonna live?
It depends on her.
Are you truly Ben-hur?
I will go with you if I must. But leave them.
There's been enough bloodshed here for one day.
Sir.
Silence. I am the grandson of Quintus Arrius, consul of Rome. Growing up, my grandfather used to entertain me with many stories about Ben-hur. The one I am most grateful for is that Ben-hur saved my grandfather's life when their galley was sunk by Macedonian pirates in the Great Sea. You saved his life, even though he was a Roman. You were his adopted son, were you not?
It is true.
Then you shall go in peace. You have the word of Cyprian Arrius.
We've got a larger fort. We can rout the Romans. I'm sure of it. Once Lucia and Caius have recovered, we can begin our aim to recruit an army of freemen. And with your training, we could...
Open warfare with the Romans is not something I'm interested in. If one day you find yourself in need, call my name.
You call it loud and ring it wide? Perhaps we shall meet again.